What's happening? What's happening? What a dooski. What a dooski drewski. I'm on a late night tip tonight. Got some little studying I did. You know what I mean? Got a little studying I did to get a little bit in. Let some people go in the chat while I twist this motherfucking blunts. But what's happening, y'all? What's happening? It's late night, 12:30. Your boy on. Your boy definitely on. You know what I mean? Raw Dope Podcast. Late night. You know what I mean? Try and get back in the algorithm. That Monday talk. You know what I mean? A little bit of Monday. You know what I mean? Happy birthday to my baby. What's happening? It's Virgo season out. Crazy motherfuckers, it's their turn. You know, everybody get turns. If you're in that zodiac thing, I'm not into that like that, but that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had their turn season. I don't really care too much, even though I know my son's supposed to be Aries. I don't follow it too much. But sometimes I'm human. I'll be looking at it. Sometimes they be describing me. Sometimes they don't. You know what I mean? It's just, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? I had to get it done. You know what I mean? Definitely got to get it done 100%. But yeah, man, we got some news for you. We definitely got some news for you, man, to tap, man, too. Let me pull this charger about the phone. Because I've been having my computer charging for like 2 days. I don't think it can be charged no more. I don't think it can be charged no more, but we got some shit on the chopping block. Share this video. Wait for some people to get in here and tap in with me. You know what I mean? Pittsburgh won today. I'm happy. My boys did their thing today. You heard? The Steelers did their thing today. I ain't gonna lie to you. The Steelers did their thing. The Steelers did their thing. What up? I ain't get tapped in. It's tapped in. Tapped in, bro. We tapped in, man. Share the video. Try and get in the algorithm. Get us in the algorithm. We got some hot shit to talk about. I ain't gonna keep y'all in here long. I ain't gonna keep you in here long. But it's in the description. What I definitely got to talk about. You know what I mean? And we seen a little delay in the beginning, so I got to get straight to it. The world's infamous Supreme Team, bro. The Supreme Team is finally letting one of the goons loose, bro. You know what I mean? Finally letting one of the goons loose, man. Real talk. Gerald Prince Miller is about to be released from prison after he was locked up like 34 years. I think he got locked up in 1990. I think Prince got locked up in 1990. He got 6 consecutive life sentences for drug trafficking. He beat all the murders. They never tied him to a body. All the bodies they said he did and all the shit he did, he was never convicted of none of that shit. But he was given, in 1993, he was given 6 consecutive life sentences. Bro was given six consecutive life sentences. A judge has just ordered for his immediate release, so he should be getting released 9/11, either like Tuesday or Wednesday. He will be getting released from Big Sandy Prison. And if anybody follow the Supreme Team and listen to 50 Cent and know anything about that Queens area, you know, Preem was a dog. You know what I mean? Preem was a dog. Prince, you know, they say Preem was the mastermind, Prince was the muscle. And, you know, I think it's fucked up because all that time, I thought Prince got convicted. I thought Prince got convicted of murders. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't know you get 6 consecutive life sentences for drug trafficking. He got 6 consecutive life sentences for drug trafficking. And I guess they charged him like that back in the 90s, you know, because they couldn't get him on a murder, so they washed him up. But he been locked up 32 years, man, and the judge just granted his release, bro. The judge just granted this man release, man. Just granted it. Just granted it, bro. He's waiting for his paperwork to go through. He might walk out that motherfucker this morning. You know what I mean? That's going to drive the internet crazy because, man, I would like to interview him because there's a lot of stuff on his name. And, you know what I mean? It's a lot of things they were saying, but they said he was real smart and real sharp. And the New York dudes will tell you a story about him. A story or two about him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people from New York or wherever, they'll tell you stories about him. And all the things that I heard about him was ultimately that he was a goon. And he wasn't playing. You know what I mean? I'm not from New York. But, you know what I mean? Everybody around the world know the Supreme story. You know what I mean? You heard plenty of people talking about Supreme and his brothers and what they had going on. And, damn, old Prince been locked up a long time. Now, I think Preem came home while Prince was locked up. Since Prince been locked up since 1990, I think, or 93. Or something like that. I think I locked up in 93 and they convicted him. I think I locked up in 1990 and they convicted him by 1993. And he been in prison ever since. But just imagine getting 6 consecutive life sentences for drug trafficking. Like, whew, that's tough. I don't even think El Chapo got 6 consecutive life sentences. I don't think El Chapo even got 6 consecutive life sentences. There's no way that El Chapo got 6 consecutive life sentences. It just don't make it ain't no way. If he do, you can understand why he got 6 consecutive life sentences. But Preem was charged with a lot of murders back then, and they was saying he was tying people up, he was robbing. They saying he was doing a lot of shit that they didn't convict him of, but they convict him of getting money. Basically, drug trafficking is getting money. And they gave him 6 consecutive life sentences. And after all these years in prison, he's finally going to be released, you know what I mean, in a couple of days. The day the 9th, so they said by September the 11th. So by Wednesday, he'll be walking out of USP Big Sandy. I think it's in Kentucky somewhere. I'm not sure, but that man been locked up a long time, man. I'm glad they freed that man. And, man, I hope, man, this will be the year or the top of next year they free Larry Hoover. And I don't know none of these guys, but I just feel like these dudes is old men, man. 60s, you know, they mid-50s. Some of them, Larry Hoover, about 70. If I'm not mistaken, they've been locked up so goddamn long for some of the shit that y'all said they did. There's no way they could come and have the impact that they have on, you know, yesterday. And you should want them out because a lot of people, especially Larry Hoover, a lot of people look up to Larry Hoover, and a lot of people, a lot of babies and a lot of deaths and a lot of negativities happen by things that he created. And I think, you know, by seeing that living legend on the streets again, I think he could change the narrative of Chicago. Of course, you're going to have idiots that don't want to hear it and something like that. But I think in Larry Hoover's situation, he going to have more people with him than against him. You get what I'm saying? Because, like, people can't see some of the leaders and some of the people that originated something, and just to see the old man again on the streets giving his logic about a lot of things, I think that's going to be powerful. But shout out to you know, Prince, you know, on his way home, man, whatever defense team or whatever. And shout out to that judge that gave him another chance. Even though he older, man, he can come do some nonprofit organizations, bro. He can do documentaries. They might want to do a movie on his life. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, they wanted to take away the pull they had, so he back out there. But something that was screaming, I was just, you know, watching, you know, a couple other platforms, and everybody's talking about Kendrick Lamar headlining the Super Bowl in New Orleans without any New Orleans artists being on there, just not mentioning it yet. And I thought about that. You know what I mean? It would make sense to have Kendrick Lamar on the Super Bowl shit. He got the biggest song. He got the biggest impact as far as like mainstream hip hop that's not watered down. So you know what I mean, and and you know what I'm saying, and he like that, and he definitely is a arena stadium type performer. But I think it's just something hidden and surprise because people were saying, Lil Wayne and them and Master P and people ain't feeling it. It's their city. We the pioneers of this, but the NFL is an international network and is worth way more than the whole state of New Orleans. So I don't think that they gonna just jump on top of it and just be they just ain't gonna take it well. But I think that because Jay-Z the head of it, you got your headline, but then you can make it to where as though Kendrick could bring out Wayne, Kendrick could bring out Master P, Kendrick could bring out some of his famous New Orleans artists, and you got to think it's currency down there. You know what I'm saying? You got bands down there. You got the second line. So I think that Kendrick Lamar is gonna do that big performance, and if them guys ain't performing at the Super Bowl, I'm 100% sure they're gonna be at the Super Bowl, and I would think it would be complimentary on Kendrick Lamar to just, add them in the show. Whether we just have them on stage. I mean, and Wayne, have said some things. Everybody know Lil Wayne be going off the drugs. So Wayne says some things and be saying certain things that just don't be making sense sometimes. You know what I mean? And he have his own vision on how he addressed people, and a lot of people didn't like that opinion when he's a very opinionated guy, and he gets that I don't give a fuck attitude at events at interviews. So he probably he rub people the wrong way with some of the stuff he say. But overall, as far as culture wise and music, I just think Kendrick Lamar made a song called They Not Like Us. So he's big on culture and big on representing the culture of hip hop, man. And I think that he know that those New Orleans boys deserve a chance. And just having a halftime show is like 30 minutes, and you got a few minutes, you got a nice little bit of time on stage to put something in. They Not Like Us is probably gonna be the last song he sings. It's probably gonna be the biggest song. He's gonna sing a couple of his hits. And when he sang a couple of his hits, I know he wants to bring out them. And that probably would be, if I don't know how deep the politics is. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm not from New Orleans, and I'm not Kendrick Lamar, I'm not Wayne. But me, I'm just thinking like, we never seen a No Limit Cash Money tour. We never seen a No Limit and Cash Money kind of like do anything. So with Kendrick Lamar coming down to New Orleans for the Super Bowl, and it just is my logic of it. Kendrick Lamar coming down there for the Super Bowl. When he comes down there for the Super Bowl, right? When he comes down there for the Super Bowl, he could put something together and unify the city like it's never been before, because that's what kind of like They Not Like Us, that song has that impact. You get what I'm saying? If you bring P and M to sing them, make them say out on stage, that will be explosive. And then you bring the Hot Boys per se, killing two birds in one stone out there, because they getting ready to go, they going on tour, so they'll be supposed to be a tour on the album with them. You know what I mean? And Wayne cocky. Lil Wayne a cocky little motherfucker. So I think Lil Wayne will want his own set, but you have to take what somebody give you. But I think, and then everybody keeps saying Lil Wayne should do it. Juvenile. Juvenile is somebody that, he was early on for, domestic violence, but Juvenile kind of kept a clean name in the game, you know what I'm saying? Manny Fresh, you know what I mean? So it's people that, I feel like Kendrick Lamar can add to the lineup that'll make New Orleans feel good. But I don't think that he should perform at that Super Bowl. Because he's the chosen one to perform at that Super Bowl, I don't think he should perform at that Super Bowl without paying no homage to to New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? To Louisiana, what they stand for. Because at the end of the day, You know what I mean? You're a California dude, and then them dudes perform at California. You get what I'm saying? At this big event, you will want some. You will want some. You know, and somebody from California will want some type of love. So I just feel like Kendrick Lamar and them, man, could just make it. I just feel like Kendrick got something up his sleeve. I feel like he gonna sing "They Not Like Us," and I feel like, yeah, Preem getting released. Facts. Not Preem, Prince. Not Preem, bro. Not Preem. Not Supreme, man. Supreme is relatively on a new case, but Prince is on that case from the 90s, from the 80s and shit like that. And Prince been locked up for a long time, like over 30 some years. So yeah, he just got granted release. And Prince, if you don't know anything about it, because I was off that topic, Prince got 6 consecutive life sentences for drug trafficking. And I guess since he been like that, since he been down, they said he was smart. You get what I'm saying? Since he been locked up, you know, I guess he been working and working and working on that shit, and finally got that shit in the hands of the right people when they realized that was just too much time, because they got this second chance shit that Donald Trump brought into play. And I guess he fall under that law and he get it. Yeah, he was wild back then. You know what I'm saying? He was wild back then. So yeah. So Prince is home. Hey, yo, hit that like button, man. Share this video. So Prince will be coming home September 11th. If you look on the internet, Google is everywhere. It's big news. So he be coming home, bro. You know, he ain't take nobody with him. He stood on 10 toes. You know, Preem is a good friend. I don't know what they style. If I'm not mistaken, Prince and Preem are cousins or something, right? If I'm not mistaken, they cousins or something. So, you know, but you know, Preem is not on that case. Preem is not doing the life sentence he got for the case with Prince and them. Preem is doing his time for a new case he called Coming Home. It's not new, but he been locked up like 20 years too. But he's on like a new case, because remember, Preem came home in like the end of the 90s, early 2000s, and he was jocking with 50. Then he got caught up again with a whole nother indictment. And Prince, you know what I mean, never was home. So, you know what I mean? Back then, they say Preem was the brain and Prince was the muscle. So they used to say Prince was killing people, robbing people. He was this infamous person. But when he went to court, and you know what I'm saying, them bodies and none of that shit, they never convicted him on. They convicted him on drug trafficking and gave him 6 consecutive life sentences, man. And somehow, some way, that brother found the loophole or the Second Chance Act or whatever's going on in the BOP. He is on his way out of prison in less than 48 hours, man. And that's just, I'm just happy. I'm even happy to report the news for a convict getting out of jail. Yeah, sure enough. He home. You know what I mean? When he come home, you know what I mean? He gonna make a lot of documentaries. People gonna just want to interview them. I know Unique Mecca Audio. I know they gonna make a video about it. You know what I'm saying? The dude that was on the Supreme team case too, he made a video about it. So it's a couple views. It's a couple videos if you just look it up, just talking about the shit. And the boy he on his way home. And like I said, Lil Wayne been an asshole in a lot of, you know, his shit. And, you know, Lil Wayne doesn't just got dressed up. It's like Boosie. They don't got the dress up that the industry want. You know what I mean? A lot of our people don't. But when it comes to the Super Bowl and the halftime show with Jay-Z being ahead of it, it's a show, you know, to show the culture, and somebody of the culture is the head of that entertainment part of it. I think that, you know, somehow, some way, he's going to incorporate New Orleans. If he don't bring no New Orleans artists out there, those bands, you know, man, that jazz, that rhythm, that blues, you know what I mean, what New Orleans known for, is definitely going to be incorporated in that Super Bowl show. It's only right. And it gives a lot of people in the New Orleans area a lot of work, especially people in the entertainment field. So I think it's going to be huge. But you ask me, I think that he going to bring No Limit and Cash Money out. You get what I'm saying? One at a time or something like that, and try to unify them with the song They Not Like Us. You get what I'm saying? And just try to do something that's never been done in New Orleans. Never done. I would love to see Cash Money and No Limit do a tour. You know what I mean? The Kendrick Lamar and that song They Not Like Us, how he unified California for that day or that video shoot. What if that's the plan to do it for New Orleans? Because just imagine if you just seen a straight New Orleans tour. You know what I mean? No Limit, Cash Money, Boosie, Webby, all the motherfuckers that's from down in that motherfucking Louisiana, Kevin Gates. You get what I'm saying? All the motherfuckers that's from that Louisiana, New Orleans, just from Louisiana, who go Louisiana tour, led by Cash Money and No Limit. That'll be history. They'll make a lot of money, but that's probably some shit that never happened. I mean, you'll catch Boosie and Webby and Kevin Gates on tour with Evil Crew before you catch them two niggas together. But, you know what I'm saying? I just think that a New Orleans artist, if you don't get the headline, they got to get on stage. That's the only thing I'm saying. If they don't get the headline, they definitely got to get on stage and pop off. You get what I'm saying? They definitely got to get on stage and pop off, man. And you know what I'm saying? I was looking at Keeping It to G News earlier, and he was reading what Jay-Z said about it. And I think Kendrick Lamar is the guy that's qualified for the job. I think he's qualified for the job. I think he's clean enough to do it. But when you put up to that task, I hope he don't have to do it. Let's get it straight. But it would be the right thing to do if he paid homage to New Orleans. You get what I'm saying? If he allowed them New Orleans boys to get up there and fuck something up to get there 30 seconds or there 1 minute, whatever they could work it out or perform with them, that'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? If he bring Wayne out, if he bring the Hot Boys out, it'd be cool, bro. If he just bring somebody, you know, out from Louisiana, man, I think it'd be huge. I think it'd be big for the culture. I think it'd be dope as fuck. Ain't got a lot of people in the chat, you feel what I'm saying? But I'm on my way getting back in the algorithm. YouTube fucking with my channel for whatever reason. You know what I mean? Got some copyright, so we been out the algorithm, but you know how it goes. It's a hard grind. They playing with the money and they playing with the algorithm. They playing with the followers. They playing with it all. But I'm blessed to still have my channel up and running and delivering y'all content. But yeah, how y'all feel about that, man? Y'all think Wayne should have headlined it? Master P and them should have headlined it. They gave it to Kendrick Lamar. Wow. And then wasn't the Super Bowl in California last year? I'm not. And Dre and Snoop and all them came out. Wasn't it? Wasn't it when they brought Dre, Snoop, and all them came out? 50 Cent, he brought that whole crew out. And they brought the boy 50 out, you know what I'm saying? Or Willie Dre brought his whole everybody he worked with out. That was hard as fuck, you know what I mean? But, and I don't know, was Kendrick Lamar on that? I think he was. This will be his second time at the Super Bowl. Wasn't Kendrick Lamar on one of the Super Bowls with Dre? Didn't he come out and do with Dre? Yeah, I think so too, 100%. So this would be, he didn't headline it, you know, Dre and Snoop or whatever had it, but they brought all those California dudes out. And then even went crazy and put 50 on there because he was a part of the legacy of that California record label. But, you know what I'm saying, I think Kendrick Lamar was one of the ones that came out. You get what I'm saying? I think he was one of the ones that they brought out. So he knows the impact it is when they have something in your city and where they from. And he know, you know what that means. And then, you like I said, it's wicked up top. So they might could tell him, no, you got this. You're going to take this and do what you don't do nothing that you ain't supposed to do. But I don't know. You get what I'm saying? We don't know. We going to wait and see, though. You know, February, a long time. We don't know who going to the Super Bowl. I hope it's Pittsburgh. Y'all hope it's whoever. You know, my hometown hope it's the Ravens. You get what I'm saying? Your hometown hope it's whoever it is. But I know, man, it's going to be deep. It's going to be deep, bro. It's going to be deep. It's going to be an epic performance because when it's award time come around, man, he going to get nominated for all types of Grammys coming up. All types of awards, all the hip hop awards, like Kendrick, you know what I mean? He exploded already. Like he on his second win, so he'll cool down in like, you know, in a couple years, you know what I'm saying? And they said he threw another shot at Drake, you know, by, you know, having this you know, headlining the Super Bowl in the state where Drake OG come from. That's vicious. With Drake OG, which is Lil Wayne and Cash Money, you know, and, you know, just coming from the South, Houston, not too far from New Orleans. You know, when I was in Houston, it's exactly New Orleans, Louisiana. It was like New Orleans was like 3 hours away or something like that. No more than 4 hours, if I'm not mistaken. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but it wasn't far at all. You basically can go to Houston, Texas, and go to New Orleans in like the same vacation. If you stand a week in Texas, you could definitely hit over to New Orleans. And if you definitely stand a week in New Orleans, you could definitely get them experiencing in one clip. You get what I'm saying, in a week vacation. But I ain't gonna hold y'all out. What y'all think, man? Leave in the comment box what y'all think, man. I think that when Kendrick Lamar, shout out to Kendrick Lamar for getting that big headline at the Super Bowl. And I think this is his second time doing the Super Bowl. But just correct me in the comment box. But I think he should bring Wayne out. You know what I'm saying? Or Juvenile out. Or Manny Fresh. Or Master P. I think he should bring somebody out to turn that fucking stage up. Because them New Orleans people deserve it. And you know, they always fucking my people down New Orleans for something, man. Don't get them boys they props. You know, if you come in my city, Baltimore, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nobody as big as them niggas, but it will be people that you will probably bring Drew Hill out. They'll probably bring Mario out. They probably bring, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. They'll find somebody to bring out here that makes sense. It's only right, man. But hey, make sure y'all hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. I'm trying to get back in the algorithm. I feel like YouTube fucking with my shit. I don't know what's going on, why the numbers so low, why my people ain't getting my shit. But I'm going to keep grinding till these numbers get back up. Help me get these numbers back up. No fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. Raw Dope Podcast, late night vlog, hand 5,000. I'm out.